Good morning and welcome to No Man's Land. I hope you're doing great. I'm doing good. We are in the month of April and we are getting ready to roll this piece of land here. See, just select the right tool for this. There we go. And we have a worker over there doing the planting. So I set up a course for this dude, the planter, where basically he do two headlands, but he did them round, so I had to go in and sort of sort out the cornering a little bit. So I have to remove that program, that course until next time or before next time. But it's all good. He's working on that part now. He's getting close to the rocks where do the island bit. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start doing the rolling because that's needed. When I started this map today, or this setup, the score that I had on my overall score was 71. That's the score I had on my farm in precision farming, which not bad. I mean, it could be better, and I'm aiming to make it better. I've already improved it. Damn it! I hate when that happens. Trying to be effective and not to overlap, and it just turned out to be worse. Try to keep this straight is not that easy. Anywho, this field that I'm working on now started out as a score of 82. That field, you can see a lot of weeds on it, is currently 58 in score, and my grass fields down at plot 46 is at 70. And I did not weed, I did not cultivate this field. I know that the highest score I can get on this field is 90 because I do not do spot spraying or anything like that. I'm going to be sticking to the weeder basically because I feel like that is a better option. It's better for nature by not throwing a bunch of chemicals in there. I also got a new trailer for lettuce and tomatoes, but the lettuce and tomatoes you see on next to the greenhouse there is 1 month worth. It's a lot. I don't think one trailer is enough, considering I'm not going to be selling that until January, February, maybe December. So it's a lot to take care of or handle. But I have two trailers. Right now I'm loading up the things I'm going to be selling first, and then the rest I'm just sort of pushing to the side. I moved my drop-off point of honey from there to behind the open greenhouse because I wanted to have it all collected. Also, the new forklift that I'm using is working a treat. It's so easy to pick up pallets. It's amazing how easy it is compared to having forks and a forklift attachment on a tractor. The turning radius is just amazing. So that's good, making progress on that. As you can see, I still have some money left. I'm saving up for, 4 different things basically, or let's say three things. One of them being a powerful tractor, more powerful than what I currently have, more powerful than the New Holland there, as it will allow me to more easily pull the big trailer full of things to sell, like soybeans. Oh, by the way, this soybeans I'm planting this time again. This is going to be the money making fields, and soybeans at this point is the biggest money maker for me based on the amount of money that I have at the moment and the equipment I have available. Again, I'm not going to do any leasing. I'm just buying all the equipment that I need. I do make use of sales if there is any. However, with the mod I have installed, I think the max discount I will get is like 15%. So it's still tougher than vanilla game. So that's one item that I want or need. Second one, silo, a place to store the stuff so I don't have to worry about running out of space. I could get a second one identical to the one I have there. However, no. I feel like I want to, I don't know, get something bigger so I can get rid of that one, basically, I'm hoping. So probably that will happen after I sell the soybeans in, I think, June, I think is the month where soybeans are at the highest price. So that's good. And then the last third thing that I definitely want is a bigger combine harvester, because that would make harvesting the field so much quicker. I did spend the last month off screen, so to speak, or off camera, to kind of beautify my place a little bit. Not really, I just got rid of stuff that I didn't need. I sold the resources that I had earned in February and March. I sold it then to because that was the best month to do it. I got rid of my straw for the same reason. It was the right time to do it, and I really didn't have any use for it. Sometime in the future, yes, when I get animals, sure. But as it is right now, it's just taking up space. So I'm not going to use that, or just I'm not going to save it for when I might need it later, because that doesn't really make much sense to me. So I am saving up the money. I know a combine is about $500,000, so that's going to take a while to get to that point. I think that the first purchase I have to do is, well, it depends. A bigger trailer possibly, or a bigger tractor, but that's going to be around 200, I think. So I can do that after the sales of my soybeans in June. Will you grab that one? Will you grab that corner? Yes, you will. Excellent. But that's just a start. I mean, there is so much equipment that I want. I want to plant cotton and stuff like that, so I need a cotton harvester. So many things. But we get to that eventually, I think. What else? Well, soybeans here, soybeans there, grass down there. I'm not fertilizing the grass, which is supposed to be happening now in April. The reason I'm not, because I want to do the test to see if I get the same amount of grass every time I cut, even if I'm not fertilizing. Because fertilizing the fields in precision farming is freakishly expensive, because you used up so much fertilizer just to get back the natural pH value of the field. Like, let's look at the score now. Now this one is up to 86, which is not bad. My total score is still 72. There's no change in this on the one down south here. What? Yeah, it's 70, yeah. Look at the pH value, it's down. The pH value here is kind of good. Could be better here. The nitrogen is really abysmal here. There's like 0 nitrogen or 20. I think the nitrogen is the fertilizer actually, while the pH is the lime. So I don't need to do anything worrying about that. But this one, just to add to this one, the mineral fertilizer, I mean, just look at the cost. You know, it's so much money being spent to just sort that out, and I don't want to spend that money if I can avoid it. I mean, it makes sense on a field like this, where you have, you know, one crop a year. But on a grass field that you cut 4 times a year, I really wish it should be 5. I really think it should be 5, but it's 4. It's just too much money to be spending on the fertilizer every 4 times a year, because it's a lot of fertilizer being used up. So I will give it a shot and see, I guess, throughout the year. I mean, the silage is a good moneymaker. It gives me, what, 150 or something like that? Close to it. But even if I get less by not fertilizing it, I'm thinking that these 2 fields may net me 130,000 a year, which is not a bad thing. I guess I could turn those fields into lime, but I feel I want to have grass fields because eventually I'm going to get sheep. And with the sheep, they need grass to be fed. So, okay, it's going to be a little bit tricky. It's kind of narrow here, but I can make it work. I can just go in that direction on this side. Okay, let's sort this out. There we go. So that's where we're at the moment. Not much else is going to happen in this episode. I'm going to rambling on about stuff. The worker is going to bypass the islands. Oh, he's doing that. I never seen them do that. I never seen them handle those things before. So I set it up to do a circle. So I guess that's what they're doing. And then just going back to the original planned trip. It's cool. I like it. Not gonna lie. Okay. So I guess I could do the same, but I see he missed the spot, little bastard. See, what does the map say? Let's go back up here. Yeah, he missed that spot, he missed that spot. So on either side, I'm bet he's gonna miss on those 2 as well. Because I didn't set up the program properly, or the course properly, I guess. But just so I remember they are there. I will not continue in that direction. What I will do is I will take a break with this one. So let's just go through here. Line up. Lower. And here we go. I did miss a spot back there. Good news is though that my New Holland really has no problem at all here. He is doing quite well sorting out this stuff. So he has one more pass, and then I have to go in and sort out that shit. Then I set him off on this field here. Don't want to do it just yet because he might miss more, and then I have to take over again. So I wait until it's done, which would be this pass, I think, because looking at it, that's where the end is. So it's like 3 spots he missed. 4. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to delete this course and make a new one that is better. Not a big deal, it just takes a bit of time. Okay. So we close the course. And then I will sort this out. Like so. Like so. Every little bean counts. Finally, this one. I think. Or did he miss that middle part as well? Let's find out. No, everything has been planted. Yeah, it looks in yum yum. Still looks the same as this one, even though that one hasn't been worked on yet. It's plowed. This one, yeah, just need to go over that. A lot of wheat on that one. And I'm looking forward to seeing the number on this field. Improve from 58. We'll see what happens. We're in now. Okay. I think I have a course loaded for plot 25. Let's find out. Plot 25. No, we don't. Okay. So we set one up. I'll not do any headline on this one because it's kind of more of a straight field, while this one is kind of a weirdly narrow at this end. That's why I did the headlands, but probably not a good idea. Could just go straight up and down, I think. Okay, let's get started. Create a job, CP field work. This field here, 5.9, no headlands. Wait, if I do headlands, how was it? Up and down, circle. Why doesn't it ask, how tight you want it to be? Never mind. Rows per lens, generate field work. Yeah, it's weird. It's going there, which is very weird. Don't repair the race too late, load too early, too offset, vehicle to bug. I could swear that there is a thing. I mean, you start here and then you go there and then way back here and then This, yeah, never mind. Just do it. Plot 25, save course. Plot 25. So seeding, 9 meter width. There we go. And I had this one filled up before I got started, so it's didn't use that much of the seed, which is great. Why are you starting way off kilter? Okay, you do you. Starting off field. Luckily you can't plant off field, so just be weird about it, okay? I know you're trying to. We're using a little bit. Just don't hit any trees, okay? Thank you. This is, I think, year 3 or something like that, and the trees have not grown, so I have a sneaking suspicion that trees will not grow. When the ones that's already planted, when you get started on the map. So no point in me saving them, just hoping to make more money out of them. I should just cut them down if they're in the way. And also, part of this area here was supposed to be for my trees. I was talking about planting American elm. Doesn't look like that's going to happen now, and I have a field of beans here. What's that? Okay. So I have to find another spot for that. But there's plenty of plots to purchase on the map, so how we get to it? Let's see, let's do this. Do a bit of a pass like this, just to get this part. We'll sort that out later. So what else is there to talk about? Not quite sure, other than me missing stuff. There we go. And forward. Oh, dude, you went back in the same exact track. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to improve. That's why I'm reversing things. There we go. This tractor is really struggling with some of the things that I need to do, or some of the areas I drive through. But it's a good tractor. It's been with me since the start, I believe. I think this is the tractor you start with. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is. So it's good enough, but it can always be better. I think that, once I get this third tractor, it's going to be a large one because I need something with more horsepower than the New Holland. This one is going to be pulling trailers with pallets. I think that's what this one's going to be doing. Speaking of, I have a lot of pallets to move, but I'll do that later. Oh, dude. I really hate you missing those things. Keep missing them because the tool is in the wrong position. There you go. Grab it. There you go. See, it wasn't that hard. Just see how much it struggles to get up. This slight hill here. Don't worry about this field looking weird. It's because the way it was constructed. The areas there look empty. It's part of the coding that the field changes look when you run it over with different tools and implements. And sometimes you change more based on what the look was before than having a distinct look based on the tool. So it is planted stuff there, it's just doesn't look it. So everything is planted. The entire field is planted. We saw that on the PDA thingy. So now that part of the map may start looking different when I run over here. It does not, which is, well, it looks slightly different, slight color variation, but not enough for me to really take advantage of that, or being able to take advantage of it. I've noticed also that since 1.41, the game seems to lose settings. You have your settings for your mods, like courseplay and things like that. And every now and then when you start the game, it kind of loses its hotkeys. You have to remap them. Now the quickest way to do that I was told, and that is actually working, rather than going in and doing it manually every time that happens, is to just reset your settings back to normal. May not be ideal for everybody, because you may have a lot of specific settings made up to suit your playstyle. For me, it works most of the time. The only thing that it do wrongly is that if you look at this part here, delete, switch transmission type automatic. Now, delete is used by Courseplay to open up this one. So I have to manually go in and change that to make it work to the key that I have signed it to. Another thing that happened when I reset the keybinds or controls or whatever is that the dead zone on my steering wheel resets to 14. I have it at 1 because a dead zone of 14, I don't know why that is the default. It makes absolutely no sense to me. If any of you guys know why 14 is the default dead zone and everything when it comes to steering wheel or anything like that, please let me know. Because why do you want a 14, degree dead zone? Like, you have to start turning the wheel and nothing happens. For me, it makes it very difficult to do precision control farming or driving in general. Like, imagine you're out driving your car, you have to bypass something or make a slight adjustment. So you turn your wheel slightly because you don't need to make a huge adjustment, and nothing is happening until you start turning the wheel more and more. So what's the point of a 14, degree dead zone? Some people I read about are changing the keybind file to how they want it to be and save it somewhere, and then just overwrite the game keybind file when the game decides to muck up your keybinds for whatever reason. Yes, it is an option, but you won't know it mucks up until you start the game. So to me, that means that you have to sort of copy over the file every time before you start playing the game. And again, I don't see why, because prior to patch 1.4 and 1.41, I did not have that issue. I didn't have to do any rebinds on patch 1.3 or patch 1.2, as I remember. It's possible that I may have done that, but that would have been a one-off thing, not every other time that I start the game up. So it's just a little bit, infuriating. Or annoying, I guess. So, anyway, we're almost done with this field, and I'm just going to take those last pieces there. Then I'm going to check how that guy's doing and prepare to roll that field as well. Or I just leave him be and I will do whatever I need to do on this field in terms of stuff. Fertilizer. I think you put one. Let's go this way. One application of fertilizer just after planting, just to get it up to snuff. And I'm curious to see how much of that I need to do, how much that's going to cost me. Just leave it. Roll twice or something like that. And getting position for this one. Lower the tool. Drive. Raise the tool. Gain some momentum. Lower the tool at the right time, which would be now. And drive over this spot. There we go. Pick it up. Now, the pH and nitrogen are perfect. So I don't really need to do any sort of spraying at all. See, that's the weird part. Why does it say that? And then you look at this one, and it's like red. It's like there is very little. So why does it say it's perfect? How about over here? This area that is completely green. Expected yield 123 out of 125 because of the soil. Here, there's like this part here has absolutely nothing. So, required tires, all tires and tracks, that's good. So I need to, and weed is growing here for some weird reason, though I took care of it. This part, the pH value is low here. So I guess I sort of just fertilized this part. Which is not a big issue, I can do that. Wait, did we get all of it? We missed a spot there. Somewhere. Where was it? Oh, it was back here. Is it this area? Lower. Could be this spot here. So I'm just going to be rolling. There we go. So what I will be doing now is I will change tool to get my fertilizer spreader, and which is there, and I will fertilize this area over here. Here you can see my honey dump. So that's cool. Plenty of work to be done. Now let's look at this field here. It's just being planted. I haven't really touched it since my last harvest. So what are the numbers here? Yeah, I need to run it over with a weeder. Is that true for the entire field? Probably is. And it also needs rolling, which I will get to eventually. But yeah. First and foremost, sort out one field before we complete or move on to the next one. Because rolling is faster than planting or seeding, so I got time to do that, and I probably got time to move at least some of the pallets out of the way. I need a pallet shed. I don't know, should I get the one that cost 50,000? Let's do this as we end this episode. Look at sales. This is an interesting looking tool. It's a mulcher. I'm not using mulchers. Don't need it. This one is a hoe. Medium grow weed. 6 meter width. We have a weeder already. Where is it? This one. 6 meters. So no need to get a new one. Oh, it's actually the same one that is on sale. Don't need this one. Don't need this one. Don't need. This one is nice. It's a cedar. 9 meters width. No. This one is for forestry. Can't afford it and really don't need it. This one is pretty much the same as this one, just a different brand. Don't need this one, don't need that one. So nothing there. So what are we going to look at? Oh yeah, building. I don't know if it's production. Everything has sort of changed with the mod that I have, where everything is listed in alphabetical order, or sorry, in price order. So pallet storage logistics for 50,000. So placing this one will allow me to just drop off pallets inside, and it holds all the pallets you need. And then you just click a button, I guess, to get it out. And it costs 50,000, which I can afford. That way I don't have to worry about this stuff, loading it up on different places and pallets and whatnot, and then hoping that it would be good. The only thing like we need to do first is we need to go to settings. This one, no, this one. No, not that one. This one. Yes. Interact with zone markers. Now if we check it again. Where was it? This one. So you dump the pallets on this lower side, and you pick it up on the other side. And I guess you select which pallets to pick up by the wrench. So I could buy this one to make it easier for me, because I have 5 pallet types that I need to worry about. And if I can place it like maybe here, or maybe do it like this. Gonna be a bit high up though. Probably need to smoothen the terrain out. How about here? That would work. Am I within my boundaries? I am, right? Plus 50,000 too. Should I buy this? Yes. Okay. So before we end the episode, let's just give it a shot, shall we? Let's get in our little trusted room. forklift here. Let's grab a pallet of tomatoes, or tomatoes as I like to call them. And then we drop the pallet in here. Now we check this one out. So it's a long list. Tomatoes, long list here. Tomatoes, yeah. So that's visit, tag place, activate. I don't know what that means, but we see, okay, all 500 is in there. I know there was a letter or a message at some point saying that it sort of steals one from you, which means I could not get this out. If I look at the tomatoes here, change output mode, cannot do that because blah, 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 blah. Here, activate, and then, oh, that's selling. Deactivate. Oh, wait. There, we keep it at storing. Okay, that's good. But I couldn't get it out, so let's try one more pallet of tomatoes just to get the number above 500, which is a full pallet. Oh, that was a classic school book pickup. There it is. It popped out on that side for some reason. Turn this off and look at this one. So why is tomatoes at? Why did it drop out the tomatoes? Maybe because I had it over at distributing. I'll work this out, no worries. I need to put this back in. I guess we can do that now since we're so close. And it shouldn't pop out another pallet. It does. Why are you doing that? Tomatoes, deactivate. Come on, get rid of it. Dude, what the... Never mind. I will work this out. I will figure this out why this is happening because it's not supposed to. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, especially about the stuff that I don't understand. Maybe you can offer some explanation as to why things happen the way they happen. And I hope I see you in the next episode. Until then, please take care. Bye-bye.